The desire to win and the passion to be at the top. That's what makes an athlete power through any adversity. However, you're only as good as the team that supports you and has the right tools to win that checkered flag. The team is a family. It's beyond a brotherhood and a friendship. The driver is putting his trust into the team working on the car. As for the cars, a well-tuned car that is adjusted down to the smallest detail can help win a race. But it's the driver that is behind the wheel that takes everything that everyone has worked for and shows the world what their car and their team can do. The GT3 Cup Challenge Series sees drivers of all ages and experiences, from the veteran drivers to the young guns to the drivers that are just getting back behind the wheel. For them, this series means making a new name for themselves. Each track is unique, from hairpin turns to open stretches that could change your podium finish. Trois-Rivières is no different. The street circuit is 2.4 kilometers long with 10 tight turns. After dealing with some minor adjustments and fine-tuning to Daniel Morad's number 22 car, the team prepares for the qualifying race. The qualifying run was a lot smoother and faster than the previous practice runs for Daniel. He posted a time of 1 minute and 4 seconds, which placed him in third position for both races. This placed him behind Open Roads Racing's Scott Hargrove and Pfaff Motorsports' Chris Green. The rising star, Michael de Quesada, posts an impressive lap time of 1 minute and 6 seconds, giving him pole position for the gold class. Between the qualifier and race 1, the rain was coming down hard at Trois-Rivières. Last time the track was wet and the rain was coming down hard was the second race at the Toronto Indy, which worked out for Daniel and saw him placing first on the podium. As the green flag dropped on race 1, the track had dried up. Hargrove and Morad pulled away into turn 1 with the number 9 Castrol car trailing behind. For the first 15 minutes of the race, the three leaders keep pace and pull away from the field. As the 45-minute race wears on, Scott Hargrove pulls away while Morad and Green battle for second position.
Hargrove just took off as he should because he's a pole sitter, and I followed suit for quite a while. And about halfway through the race, I think some of my competitors behind me ended up closing the gap.
Michael de Quesada, in the number 24 car, loses the lead early on in the race. However, he drives a fierce race to a flawless victory over his closest competitor, Ori Fidani of Pfaff Motorsport. For the Platinum Class drivers, Hargrove takes first place, with Daniel Morad besting Chris Green with a second place finish. Sunday brought sunshine and even larger crowds to Trois-Rivières. The tempo was set for the final race of the weekend, thanks to an intense first race and battle between Morad and Green for second place. The start of race 2 is aggressive as the leaders, Hargrove, Morad, and Green, all vie for position leading into turn 1. Morad is able to stay on the tail of Hargrove to take second position at the first turn. Over the next 45 minutes, a raging battle takes place between Morad and Green. Green drives aggressively in an effort to pass Morad, at times making contact with Morad's rear bumper. Green tries every tactic to distract Morad. With one final lap left, Green makes his move to pass Morad. He maneuvers inside at turn 9 and makes contact with Morad's rear left tire, sending him into a 45-degree slide.
A little bit of left rear suspension damage on the final hit, which nearly turned me into the wall. But I don't know how I managed to save it. I just prayed to God that I wouldn't turn into the wall. I cranked the wheel the other direction and managed to stay somewhat on the circuit. It kind of put me off onto the runoff area, but got back on into the second and a little bit of left rear suspension damage, but managed to bring it home in second place, and I couldn't be happier to get 2 second place finishes this weekend.
Michael de Quesada drives to his 4th consecutive win in the gold class, and at 15 years old is now the youngest driver to win 4 consecutive races and the youngest driver to win at GP3R. 8 races have been completed, and the final 2 races are around the corner. For Daniel Morad and Michael de Quesada, the Drivers' Championship is within striking distance. The Allegra Porsche Center Oakville Motorsport team are within 2 points of first place, leading into the final races. The stage has been set, and the competition will be intense.